Hello there. Namaste. So apparently I watched Bhoot, the Haunted Ship, and is this on to when I looked it up, it looks like they came out the same year, a Ghost Ship and Bhoot, the Haunted Ship. Are they the same movie? I never saw Ghost Ship, but they just feel like they'd be the same movie. So this movie, honestly, I found it entertaining. I enjoyed it going in. There were the parts that were jump scares that were over the top. I didn't care for, but then again, you guys who know me, I don't care for jump scares that much. The parts that got me were the ones that were suspenseful. The part where he's like reaching under the bed, and this were all at the beginning, reaching under the bed, and the doll he's trying to grab is slowly skittering away. So he doesn't know what's going on, but we do. I like that Hitchcock bomb under the table situation where we know what's going on, but the people there don't know what's going on. The scene where he's in the hall and they have the girl like crabbed up in the corner on the ceiling is like, that shot was nice, and then he's slowly turning around and then you see her skitter away like a cockroach. Those things were nice. It was the parts where they had everyone shouting and yelling. You have the ghost going into the camera. You see that all the time. It's not scary. It's just like, okay, those were the best parts were the parts at the beginning which were building like the suspense. I like that. Yes, it was absolutely cheesy. Yes, it had a lot of cliches in the movie. But I didn't mind that because when I looked it up, it was like, what, a 5-star on IMDb out of 10? So I was like, oh, okay, it's not going to be a great film. And I think going in with that mindset, I had fun watching it. I really was entertained going into it and being like, okay, this is just going to be dumb. Halfway through the movie, the subtitles stopped working. So I just turned them off because they were out of sync. They started playing things which were like 20 minutes later. So I just turned them off. And lo and behold, I knew everything that was going on. First of all, because I read the subtitles in advance. And after I turned them off, well, when it gets to the tail end, to the climax of the film, and it's a horror film, it wasn't really that necessary. The backstory between his wife and his daughter really didn't serve much of a purpose, except for the fact that he was going to adopt it was just like there was possession, there was ghosts, spirits, there was a medium which he was introduced to by his best friend's wife, which served no real purpose. How did she know he was seeing ghosts? Why did she introduce him to this guy who had a history of being a medium, being an occultist? It was just like, when did this guy get all this spiritual knowledge? Where did he come from? Of course, he was introduced near 30 minutes into the film. But it was like, I didn't know he was a spiritualist. I didn't know he was an exorcist. I didn't know he was all this stuff, but he turned out to be all that stuff. Oh, there's a lot of little things that are just like, okay, it's cheesy, but I knew it was going to be cheesy going into it. So I had fun watching it. There were some things which got me laughing because it was just like, why is everyone acting like a white teenager? Well, why are those kids who end up going onto a haunted ship? And then again, why was the ship left alone? This ship came up on the land. Everyone in the morning knew about it. And what they decide to do, you know what? We'll leave that till tomorrow. That's a ship. It's pitch black out there. You would put lights on it at the bare minimum. Why? So at least seafaring vessels or a small boat, or if someone on a boat, on a jet ski was going out for a joyride, you'd put lights on it so it detours people like a lighthouse does. It lets people know what's nearby. Lighthouses are supposed to guide ships to ports that they have a purpose, but it would at least let people know that there's this giant dark ship sitting in the middle of the ocean. Be wary. But no lights were left on and 2 teenagers died. And honestly, that was funny. It was funny because it was just like, who's that dumb to do that? And all this stuff about the haunted ship, and it's just like, the ship's haunted. Why is it haunted? I'm glad it didn't go, because honestly, I don't know why. I was always afraid that the girl, she would have a history, and that's why her soul was, haunting the ship, because of a history she had. But I liked what they did. Honestly, I didn't mind it. I thought it was pretty interesting. I was like, okay, so the father gets there's a lot of little stupid stuff in there because everyone commits suicide, but the mother somehow survived committing suicide. This is where the subtitles cut off, so I don't know exactly how she survived, all right? In honesty, you can let me know in the comment section here or on the watch along if it ever goes live. How did she survive? I didn't catch it. I don't know how she survived, but yeah, she survived, the mother of the child, and the child's supposed to be dead because you see at the start of the movie, the child gets picked up, and I was hoping it was going to do a little more with that, where it was fun, the child was enjoying it. I think that would have had more of a power statement because they would have shown a little more, but no, it's like the child's thrown up in the air twice. She tries to grab her doll, and then the child's yanked away to the spirit. And yeah, it was just weird. It was very weird. The film in general is just like, oh, okay. But I did enjoy watching it. It was fun. I watch these movies so you don't have to, but I'm not gonna lie, I was entertained. It was fun to go through. Oh, yeah, there were a few scenes that were just like, that's dumb. That's dumb. I mean, the fact that he was talking to his dead daughter. I mean, at what point do you not seek help? I mean, there also is that mindset where if you focus on the dead like that, you can't allow their spirits to pass on. So by him constantly dwelling on it, maybe he is being haunted by both his wife and daughter. Why? Because he can't let it go. And because he can't let it go, his children, his family can't rest in peace. So at what point are you being selfish and tying your loved ones to the physical realm when they should be off in the spiritual realm? Of course, this is going off on a tangent right now, but it's just like, dude, you're being incredibly selfish by lingering on this and not allowing your loved ones to pass on. Of course, honestly, I'd be like wanting to keep them around as long as possible. So forget them; they're sticking with me. But yeah, it was just like I had fun. I had fun watching the movie. I can't say that enough. I did enjoy it. It's a trash film. It's definitely not worth watching, but I enjoyed it. Thank you all for watching. Talk to you next time. Toodles.